Sure, Sonic is pretty weird, but have you met some of Sega's other children? Alright, some apologies are in order. First of all, I'd like to apologize to you, the viewer, for putting Sonic 06 footage in the intro. That was uncalled for, and I know it was a very traumatic time for all of us. But I would also like to apologize to myself, because I've wasted my entire life playing Sonic games, or at least like 10 years or so, and I've never really gone past that. Sega's favorite child is the only one I really delved into, and there's so much more out there. A few months ago, I took my first dive into Sega's non-Sonic catalog when I checked out Nights into Dreams for the Sega Saturn, and I was pleasantly surprised with what I found. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it here, since there's already a full video about it already, but it's a fun, albeit short game that's really easy to pick up and play for a few minutes at a time. Also, it radiates an ungodly weirdness, the likes of which I've never seen, so including it in this video would make the other games look tame by comparison. Speaking of the other games, there's a lot. I went through a huge list to find the weirdest of the weird, and imagine my surprise when I was thrust way back in time to 1986 BS, that's before Sonic, for my first ever run-in with Sega's original mascot, Alex Kidd. Alex Kidd in Miracle World, huh? Well, the only miracle I can see is how this world still exists. The economy is in shambles, rice balls are more precious than human lives, and games of rock, paper, scissors determine who lives and who dies. Making his debut on the Sega Master System, a console I frequently forget exists, Alex Kidd finds himself in unfamiliar territory as he runs, jumps, and delivers righteous fistfuls of justice to the various creepy crawlies out to get him. You know, Alex Kidd is the only guy I know that purposely plunges himself into the ocean to assault fish with his bare hands. And speaking of bare hands, wow, I gotta hand it to you, it takes a lot of confidence to not throw some gloves on when your hands look like boxing gloves. And is it just me, or does Alex look a little bit more appealing in-game than on the cover art? Funny, it's usually the other way around. Hold up, what the heck killed me here? Curiosity? And that's fantastic, it's one of those games. One hit and Alex goes to the great miracle world in the sky. But hey, worry not. If you're a sore loser like me, the Sega Ages port on the Switch comes with a built-in rewind feature, so you never have to lose. Now that is a miracle. So far I've seen grassy plains, an underwater section, and now, hello, what do we have here? An incredibly cheap and used motorcycle? Yeah, alright, I'm just gonna impulse buy this like everything else I see on Amazon, and whoa! Upon reaching the boss encounters of this game, and I bet you thought I was kidding before, but unfortunately no, instead of high-stakes battles, Alex Kidd and his foes settle things the old-fashioned way with a good old match of rock, paper, scissors, or jankin' as they call it. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet, but a rose is an automatic loss in jankin', so miss me with that Shakespeare mumbo-jumbo! These guys are all styled to look like either rock, paper, or scissors. The first guy being Hamburger Helper's secret stepbrother, and the second being... Honestly, I probably could have gone my whole life without seeing that. Oh, the irony. Yes, hello, police? Jokes aside though, this game is actually pretty fun, and I guess other people agreed, because there's like 5 other games aside from this one. Definitely gonna have to make a return to Miracle World sometime to stream, but for now, I got a jet.
Deathset Radio!
Finally! Now I can roller skate without the fear of breaking my bones. Well, maybe. Deathset Radio was a Dreamcast game that was all about vandalizing public property. But it's okay because you're doing it in style. Taking control of one of these rollerblading felons, you're tasked with tagging buildings, cars, and whatever else these floating arrows might mark to take back your turf from the rival skaters. If you're familiar with another little game that goes by the name Sonic Rush, you might notice some similarities between the two OSTs. Hideki Naganuma knocks it out of the park in both instances and in every other game he's composed, I'm sure. His music is perfectly suited to the crazy antics Beat gets up to, or gets down to, rather, in this game. No wonder he's always rocking headphones. I would too if I could listen to this stuff all day. Either that, or he's trying to drown out the sound of gunfire. Yeah, Beat is just out here spraying some paint, and the entire military shows up to try and take him down. Any means necessary. I guess this isn't too out there for a Sega game, though. You know, I gotta say, technically the military's presence here makes sense, because it's kinda gang warfare, which isn't exactly legal. But I mean, maybe we can just save the big guns for later? Alright. Sorry for egging you on. I am not sorry for that segue pun, by the way. Now, back in my Nights video, I sort of made a promise that this game was going to be my next review, but that didn't really happen. This game was daunting to me because it's a full console title, and Sonic Advance just looked nice and short. Something I could finish in one sitting, you know? But hey, since I'm just doing quick retrospectives today, I can cover this and worry about the full thing another time. Alright, so this one is a trip. Basically, Chicken Land is in the process of being turned into Crowtown, USA, so after a brave young lad named Billy fights off one crow with a stick, the rescued chicken transports him to another world where God asks him to cosplay as a chicken and yell at eggs to hatch Neopets to help save the world. You still with me? Good, because there's more. These crows are apparently magical, and they have the ability to seal the chicken elders in eggs, so Billy has to travel across Dinosaur Land to defeat the 7 Koopalings and free them from captivity. And just like that, you're all caught up in the lore. In this game, you'll find yourself scrambling to stop the crows from hatching their ultimate plot. If you think this one is gonna go over easily, you've got another thing coming. As you increase the size of your egg, you'll need to be careful or your chances of success will be poached in an instant, especially if you're holding on to one of the special golden eggs. And once you hatch the chicken elder, which tends to be the first mission of each world, things go sunny side up and you're allowed to move on. The game actually functions a little bit like Mario 64 in a sense, because you explore these levels and try to accomplish a specific goal to grab the collectible of the week. Like I already said, I'm definitely interested in giving this one another look sometime, but there were just little things that happened during my time with it that rubbed me the wrong way. I was just trying to make a simple jump, but all of a sudden...
Fallout!
Alright, what I said before might have been a tiny bit untrue. I have experienced some other Sega games here and there, and Super Monkey Ball was the one I experienced the most of. Funny story though, whenever I used to think about this game, I couldn't remember if it was made by Sega or Capcom, and I have no idea why my brain kept trying to convince me that Ai and the Blue Bomber were brothers. Super Monkey Ball itself isn't a super weird game because it's honestly pretty simple. You choose your favorite monkey, you shove them in a gotcha ball, and play a sadistic game of marbles with their lives. Your job is to carefully roll to the goal before time runs out and before the obstacles in certain stages make you tear your own arms off and swear to never play a video game ever again. No, the strangest thing about this series would have to be the lore that comes with the future installments. See, you've got this one monkey here named Baby. And in the intro to Super Monkey Ball, you see Ai, Mimi, and the Small Fry hanging around together when Ai decides that he's gonna go find some bananas for the lot of them. So the dynamic seems pretty obvious. Ai, Papa, Mimi, Mama, Baby, Baby. But as soon as Super Monkey Ball 2 rolls around, oh boy do things change. Suddenly, Baby is not just their son, but he's their son from the future! Yeah, Dragon Ball Z used that one too. Though, technically Baby is more impressive because he's an actual infant as opposed to just having the usefulness of one. This also kinda makes Ai Vegeta, and that works out perfectly. And if you think that sudden bit of story was weird, have you ever seen Super Monkey Ball Adventure? Yeah, they made an adventure game based off of this. A few years ago, I bought Super Monkey Ball Adventure on eBay because I found out it existed, and when it arrived at my house, late, they had thrown Super Monkey Ball Deluxe into the case instead of the game I wanted, and of course I could have sent them a message about it, but I was painfully shy back then. Also, apparently this game is horrible according to Metacritic, so maybe I got lucky. After the intro cutscene, where everyone has the same voice, might I add, you're plopped into a giant hub world. On one hand, it's pretty neat, but on the other, it's super cumbersome to explore. You can find Banan hidden in various places, and you can even take on some side quests. If I wanted to play Skyrim, I'd play Skyrim. I managed to find some actual Monkey Ball levels after some searching, and they're really short, and I had to load into each one of them and out of them individually, instead of just having them put me through all of them one after the other. Can't say I understand that choice, since I obviously need to play all of them to open the passageway, but whatever, it's a game about a monkey and a ball. They used up all their good decisions coming up with the premise. Finally, the door yields, and on the other side, the heroes meet the Monkey King. Yep, the monkeys apparently have a monarchy. Who would have thought? At this point, the king told me to do something, and I forgot what it was, so I got hopelessly lost, and I decided to hang up my monkey and ball in defeat. Oh, and also, Future II is in this game too, and he has the highest charm rating in the game, whatever that means. Gotta be honest, the guy was smart about it. People have a really hard time looking away from TV screens and incredibly handsome individuals. Ugh, that was a close one. He's just so charming, I couldn't peel my eyes away to finish the video. Don't you hate it when you get caught in this incredibly specific and very relatable scenario? But anyway, Sega's weird, I love that they're weird, and I'm gonna go do some non-Future II related things for a while. Alright, fine, maybe just a few more minutes. Yeah, alright, I think that went well. What do you think? Do you like this one? I had a good time making this one. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this, I really appreciate it. And if you really enjoyed it, you can always click that like button, subscribe, click the bell, follow my Twitter, or join the Discord to keep up with more things like this and other things that aren't like this, because I do a lot of things. And I want to give a huge thank you to my current supporters, who are Cosmic Mushroom, Silva PhD, Knuckles Channel 3 and Knuckles, The Sonic Channel 182, Reverb Requiem, That One Dude, Nick46 Long Plays, J. Remy, Jaded Indolent, Lucas Tallman, Nico the Person, Just Kenneth, Henry S., Rob Morrison, Mega Trafficone Creative, and Mike TGC. Thank you so much for supporting, it really means a lot, and if you have any interest in becoming a supporter yourself, please go ahead and click that join button beneath the video, or check out my Patreon to see all the perks you get, such as shoutouts at the end of every single video and stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.